All right, 21. Write the equation of parabola with focus at the origin and directrix y equals negative 12. All right, so if we sketch this out, we got focus at the origin and directrix down here, y equals negative 12. So which way is this opening? Up. What's my vertex?
0 and negative 6.
It'd be right in the middle, right? So vertex, and it opens around the focus, right? So it's opening up in the y direction. So we're going to use the y equation. We said the vertex was 0, negative 6, so we can plug that in. So y equals x minus 0 squared minus 6. And we know that a is equal to 1 over 4c. C is the distance from the vertex to the focus, or the vertex to the directrix. So it's going to be 6. So that's 1 over 24. And it's opening up, so I know my a value is positive. And then you just simplify it by 1 over 24, x squared minus 6. Questions on 21? Okay. 22. They give us f of x is equal to 4x squared minus 2x, and g of x is equal to 3x plus 4, and they want us to find f of x plus g of x. So f of x is 4x squared minus 2x, and g of x is 3x plus 4. Combine some like terms, we end up with 4x squared plus x plus 4. Questions? All right, 23. Says Janine is having a bad day. She made at least 4 mistakes in the following problem. Parabola has a directrix y equals 0. Focus at 4, negative 1. Write the equation of the parabola. Name at least 4 errors that she made. Okay, so it looks like she sketched it first. Anybody see an error in her sketch? Yes.
Her directrix is like, it's not.
What directrix did she put? What's the equation of her directrix? She put x equals 0, didn't she? Instead of y equals 0. So, I guess we'll list these out. Wrong directrix. She put x equals 0. It should have been y equals 0. Her focus is the right place, right? And if you use her mistake, her parabola is opening in the right direction, right? Okay, so far, let's just say the directrix is 1. She counted from the vertex to the focus and got 2. I agree. she divided by 4 and got 1/2. This is in a different form. Oh, no, it's not. How can we make this look like our form? See step 3? One simple move, what would we do to make it look like our form? Just move the 1 over, right? So it would end up being y equals 1/2 x minus 4 squared minus 1, right? Okay. So she got her a value wrong, didn't she? It should have been what? If we're using her graph, what should her a value have been? 1/8, right? Yeah. So her a value is wrong. Did she plug in her vertex correctly? 4, -1. She did, right? I don't know. It just screwed up everything when she got the directions wrong, didn't it? Because this is actually opening in which direction? If we look at her error, use her error, it's opening in the x direction, isn't it? So she used the wrong formula altogether, right? She should have used x equals a y minus k squared plus h. Remember that k always goes with a y, h goes with the x. So the equation for her screw up here, we said would have been 1/8 y minus, actually plus 1 for the vertex, and then plus 4. Are we okay with that equation? If we use her screw up, this should have been the answer. So don't make a mistake at the beginning. It messes everything up. All right, 24. Write a piecewise function to represent the graph. There's 2 sections. The first graph, what's the domain of the graph on the left? The domain of this graph. How far left and how far right?
Negative infinity to plus 1.
Negative infinity to 1. So less than 1. Does that work?
Yeah.
X less than 1. Notice I didn't put or equal to,
Yeah.
because it doesn't include it, it's got a hole there. And then the other one's going to be for, what's the domain of the other one?
1 to 5.
1 to 4?
Yeah.
So 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 4. Okay, so what's the equation of that first graph? Any guesses?
X squared.
Stop. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a parabola with a vertex at 0, 0, right? Okay. And the second graph, it's linear, right? What's the slope? Rise over run.
4/3.
4/3? So 4/3 x, and then what would the y-intercept be?
1.
y-intercept of the linear equation.
Before the calculus.
Looks like 5 1/3. So what is that in improper fractions? 16/3?
It's going down.
It is negative slope, thank you. Any other questions on 24? Remember your exam is multiple choice. So there'd be other ways to do this if we had the answers, right? All right, 25? All right, they give us f of x is 4x squared minus 2, and g of x is 3x plus 4. And 25, they want us to find f of negative 2. So what do we do? Plug negative 2 into the f function, right? So 4, negative 2 squared minus 2. 4 times 4. 16 minus 2. 14. Everybody okay with that? Questions?